What's up, y'all? This is Steffi.
Benzo.
Nick.
And welcome to the Smoke Break Podcast presented by Popcorn Films. Let's spark one. Today we got Huck from Village Tattoos.
What's going on, guys? I'm doing good, man.
Yes,
Good
sir,
day.
Yes, sir. I want to talk about how we got him on this today. You know, he does have a convention/festival. Do you?
We got the Cruel Summer Tattoo Festival coming up. It's August 1st through 3rd. It's going to be the first true tattoo lifestyle event that's happened in the Southern Maryland area.
Yeah, for sure.
And we're getting really pumped. It's getting closer. Mm-hmm. So we got some killer entertainment that's lined up. We got award-winning tattoo artists coming in from all over the country. We got, everything from sideshow to burlesque all day long, every day. You know, tattoo awards. You know, we got a couple of ink masters coming through.
That's what's up.
So we can get into some details on that, but there's a lot of crazy shit going on. I'm fucking pumped for it.
Yeah.
So it's gonna be a good time.
What made you? What made the idea come alive? Like, what started this all?
We've been doing them for a long time. I've been on the road doing conventions and competition tattooing for almost 20 years now.
Okay.
You know, I did my first one was Philly in 2007. So yeah, and I've traveled all over the country doing it. I've got over 50 awards in pretty much every category of tattooing there is.
There you go.
Oh yeah, don't fuck around, man. Yeah. I'm on the Urban's Edge protein for a reason.
There you go. Yeah.
No, but we have a really good time, and they've attempted to do things around here. It was underfunded. They didn't know the right people. You know, the good thing is all the heavy hitters are good friends of mine. You know, I've been working with them for almost 2 decades. So me and Phil from Village, you know, he was like, "What do you think about doing this?" I was like, "Let's fucking pull the trigger. But if we're gonna do it, let's do it right."
Yeah.
You know, so we've invested a lot of time. We've been working on this for almost a year and a half.
Jeez.
You know, to get everything lined up, and it's really cool because all the people that I worked with over the years, you know, it's like, hey, so I'm doing this, and they're like, let me stop you there. What can we do? Yeah. You know, so having your own people really fucking go out and support you. For a first year show, some of the people we got coming is unheard of.
Yeah.
You know, so we're coming out with some real heavy talent. You know, we got Captain and Maybell coming. They're America's favorite sideshow couple. You know, they're amazing. They've been on America's Got Talent. They work. They're with Ripley's. He holds the world record in Guinness right now for weighted sword swallowing.
Oh,
okay.
Okay.
It's fucking crazy to watch. It's awesome.
It sounds electric.
Chris is
he gonna be doing that at the festival? Okay.
Oh yeah, no, they do all kinds of crazy shit, man. From sword swallowing, and we got James Maltman coming out from Barnum and Bailey's. Okay. He does some really cool shit. You'll be like, oh man, that's really comical and funny, and then you'll be like, did he just do that with a fucking ladder? He's all over the fucking place, man. But they're super entertaining, really sweet people. And then we got Camille Zamboni coming out. She's super talented contortionist.
Okay.
But she does just some amazing stuff with her body that it's crazy to watch. You're like, how the fuck did she just do that? You know, you'll probably recognize her from some of her videos. I don't want to give away her act, but it's definitely worth coming and seeing.
Man.
And then we got Servina Fox is coming out from Vegas for us. She's doing her burlesque act as well as tattooing all weekend long.
Awesome.
She's absolutely gorgeous woman, and she is so talented on her tattooing as well as her burlesque. She's multifaceted all the way around. So it's really interesting to see how she goes from one act to another throughout the day. So it's a lot of fun.
Yeah.
And we'll have tattoo awards all day, all weekend long.
Yeah.
You know, so that's something really cool too, because you know, you can just come in and as part of the public, you don't have to have the tattoo done there. So if you've got a local artist that did some killer shit on you, come in, join a competition, and see if you can bring home some wall candy for your friends, man.
Yeah.
There's a lot of cool stuff going on.
This potentially could change, though, the business-wise of water for real. You got water don't do this stuff like this.
No. It's the first, like I said, the people have tried to do something similar to it, you know, and it's not that it was, you know, necessarily their fault, but they just bit off a little bit more than they can chew.
Yeah.
And it didn't go well, you know, and everything kind of died out. It left a bad taste in everybody's mouth.
Yeah.
So, you know, we're doing it the right way.
Yeah.
You know, and it's just nice because it's the first full 3-day festival in this area. You have a few of the other ones that are further north, like Baltimore and, you know, like DC. But nothing's down this way.
Yeah.
You know, and it's really nice to bring something that I've been doing my whole life.
Yeah.
You know, well, not my whole life, but the last 20 years almost, and bringing it where I'm at, you know. So it's nice to do it at hometown, you know, and get to show a little bit of everybody what we do on a daily, you know, so it's kind of neat.
Okay.
You know, I'm really looking forward to it. We got the pinup contest on Sunday, so we're doing it's a $500 cash prize for the singles category, and then we have a couples category, you know, for first place, and then a photo shoot with 24/7 magazine.
Shit.
Right there at the show too, because Joe from Waldorf Auto Body, he's bringing out all of his classic cars, him and Willie.
Oh.
So they're bringing out, I mean, they got some crazy shit too. They got like the Elvis Impala and the fucking, like the 40s, the hot rods and stuff. So they're going to be bringing all their stuff out. So we're going to actually have that there on Sunday as well. You know, so there's a little bit of eye candy outside of the, you know, to put some eye candy on.
Yeah, for sure.
So it's going to be a lot of fun. And then, I mean, we have the runner-up prizes, and everybody who participates still getting a group photo. So even if you come in as last, you're still getting a magazine. You just get a small part of it.
Yeah.
You know, so I mean, even just to come out and, you know, have fun and do it, I'm really looking forward to seeing what people wear too. Like some of the pinup costumes, they go from like Rosie the Riveter to like, you know, classy nighttime dress. Like it's a really broad field, so it's always fun to see what people bring to the table.
Yeah.
You know, so I'm really excited, you know. We got you guys are going to come out and be doing some really cool fucking videos for us. It's going to be a lot of fun. I'm excited.
I'm really excited to do that.
I mean, and transforming the JC Center from what it is to what we're going to make it. Eric from Hollywood Graphics is coming out, and we're redoing the whole building.
Okay.
Like, you're not even going to recognize it. So, I mean, hopefully if we get the time, we're going to do like a little transformation video so you guys can see it later down the line, you know.
That would be sick.
Know? So it's going to be a lot of fun, man. I'm really excited about it.
For the people who want to, you know, they're going to be watching this in about 2 weeks. For people who wants to go and get a tattoo at the convention, how does that work?
I mean, you can go to our website. It's cruelsummertattoofestival.com. And if you go to our artist tab, everybody that's attending is there. So if you just click on their picture, it'll take you to their social media or website, whatever they choose to see their work. And you can book directly through them in advance, or you can take your shot, because a lot of people do like walk-ups, you know, first come, first serve at the conventions. You know, so it's a mix. So you can just walk in, see who's there, try and make an appointment with them there, or you can try to book in advance. You know, I recommend, especially for like the Ink Masters, you definitely try to reach out to them a couple weeks in advance to get an appointment in, because like we got Kyle Dunbar, James Vaughn, and Kevin J coming from Ink Master.
That's
and
crazy.
They're super talented.
Kevin's gonna be crazy, dude. You have a lot of content going out of this. Like not even months, but overall, bro.
Oh yeah, I mean in general, I mean there's just so much. I mean, and like I mean the dress code is basically non-existent. Like literally like your genitals have to be covered, and that's it. You know, like don't put your dick on anybody when you're walking through the crowd. You know? Like,
Good rule to have.
Yeah, no, I mean like that's it, man. Like it's definitely, you know, I'm trying to keep it more like the way the conventions used to be. You know, I mean, there's nothing wrong with bringing your kids, but just be aware that, you know, you might see an asshole. Like, you don't fucking know, you know?
Mommy, what's that?
Oh yeah, I mean, we're not restricting it, but I know like the burlesque acts and stuff like that. It's got to be 13 and up. You know, I don't want a toddler sitting there watching her do some, you know, sexual style content. You know, I mean, there's no nudity in it. And it's very classily done, but still keep your fucking kids out of the burlesque show.
Yeah.
You know, so I mean.
So I have a few questions.
Sure, what's up?
How long have you been tattooing?
After I got out of the Army, it was like I got out at the end of 2006. I started my apprenticeship then.
Okay.
And so I would say that took me probably a good year or so to really get to where I was working on my own.
Right.
And so ever since then, I'd say, so realistically, I've been tattooing as like a full-time artist since like the end of 2007.
Okay.
You know.
Right.
Thank you for your service.
Oh, you're very welcome.
Thank you.
Yeah,
Thank
no, that was some of the best worst times. You know how it goes.
Yeah.
I did 8 years. I joined when I was 17. You know, I dropped out of high school like a champion.
Yeah. Put that in a Wheaties box.
No, man, I got out. I took my GED, went straight in. It was a crazy time. I joined '99, and did all that stuff. I was doing like a lot of the ground scout operations for aviation. So we worked with helicopters almost my entire career. Which
Okay.
was fucking insane. I loved it, man. If I could be off the ground, I was the happiest I could ever be.
That's awesome.
You ever jump out of one?
Yeah. I'm like, falling's fun, except for like the first like 10 seconds where you're like, oh fuck. Yeah. Once you get past that, I almost shit my pants part of it. It's actually really fucking good. It's like, you know, it's really freeing. A lot of shit's scary as fuck, but once you do it enough, you're like, all right, cool.
Right.
Yeah.
Definitely want to do that.
Yeah, no, like air assault was a lot of fun. You know. I mean, it's tough as fuck, but when it's all over, it's fun.
Right.
Like at the moment, you're like, fuck this shit. Why not even sign up for this?
Yeah. That's awesome.
Yeah, no, it was a good time, but yeah, then the whole 9/11 thing went down. That really kind of changed the course of my career. You know, did multiple deployments.
Yeah.
You know, spent overall about 2 years in Iraq. You know,
Lied to a little bit.
Yeah, I mean, I got to travel the world a bit and make friends. But I mean, overall, it was a really good time in my life. Kind of definitely defined who I became after the fact.
That's awesome.
You know. So, but yeah, no, I mean, it's an interesting part of life, you know, and it's one of those things like, you know, I definitely appreciate that part of my life, but it's like, it's something like, I got to serve a lot of really cool people, but I'm really thankful for what I managed to do with it afterwards.
Yeah.
You know, because I've seen a lot of guys spiral out, and I've seen some guys just try to stay with the same thing, and it can become a vicious cycle for people, you know, and I luckily managed to get out of that the best I could, you know, and kind of redefine myself.
That's good.
Yeah, so.
Now you're making your mark.
Oh yeah, no, it's crazy. Like this is my first recorded podcast. Like this is the first time, like I don't do cameras well.
Yeah.
I don't know.
You're doing so good.
Yeah, like if you see the first intro video we did, I Ricky Bobby the shit out of it. I'm like, I don't know what to do with my hands. Somebody just seems to come over like, damn it, Ricky. But I mean, this shit it was crazy. But I felt so fucking awkward. I'm in there. I'm like, hi, I'm HuckleBerry from Village Tattoo and Body Piercing. Please come and my show. Yeah, it was so bad. So bad.
No, you're doing great.
Yeah, but I'm not usually like in the spotlight. I normally just kind of keep my head down. Yeah, I've always been like the most known unknown, which is great. Because like everybody gets on, they're trying to get followers and all that stuff. And I'm like, I'm like, not that old, but I'm like the old guy. I'm like, get your fucking technology out of here. You got a goddamn Twittergram. Fuck off. Yeah, so I'm like, I don't know how to use half of that shit. I was trying to share it, and the girl Lydia that works with us, I was like, kid, show me what buttons make it work. And she's like, oh, you just do this. And I was like, I've been fucking with this for an hour.
An hour.
That's not a lot either, too. I'm just sitting there, I'm like hitting every fucking button, looking at it like scroll. I'm like Googling how to use fucking Facebook, which is like the biggest oxymoron there is. I'm like, oh, technology, tell me how to use yourself. This is so bad. But yeah, so she's like, oh, you hit 3 buttons and it's up. I was like, all right, cool. Well, now I'm in the ether.
Yeah. There we go.
Yeah, it's an interesting adjustment actually, like especially like doing the press and being out here. Like I'm not used to being front and center. Normally I just do what I do, you know, stack some trophies, and then everybody else kind of puts mentions in it. But I really don't do much online. So being like the face of the show is definitely an interesting adjustment. Which I mean, sometimes it's really fun, and other times I'm like, man, I hope I don't fuck this up because so many people are gonna see it.
I just take it like, you know, I had to get into my own stuff. I make music as well, so I do music videos.
Yeah, I was checking it out. It's some rad shit.
I appreciate that, bro. But you know, I once had my first music video, and I was thinking like, damn, what do I do? You know, like so stiffed up. But I just realized you just act yourself, be natural. You watch it back and be like, damn, like.
It's still weird. Like
I feel you, bro. I feel you.
Yeah, I mean, I'm think I'm adjusting. All right, you know.
Hey, you're doing like you look like naturally just good at this.
It's just natural talent.
Yeah.
Don't mind this. It's just
You're pimping, dog.
I just wake up and I piss excellence.
Yes. Yes, sir. If you ain't first, you're last. Son.
Call me El Diablo, Spanish for biting chicken.
Yeah, one thing I can give you an idea to do for when this festival do come up, you can do a vlog for yourself, you know, waking up in that morning, getting ready to go there, showing, you know, you getting there, opening up the doors.
Yeah,
Talking to everyone, you know.
I know I plan on doing just kind of like daily or every other day releases because I want to start spotlighting. So we got so much talent coming.
Yeah.
It's so hard to make a video that just explains all of it.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? Yeah. So I'm going to do like little spotlights. So if you guys want to, you know, follow we got the Cruel Summer Facebook, we got the Cruel Summer Instagram. Yeah, so if you jump on there, if you follow the socials, we're going to be dropping more content where we're just going to kind of spotlight the businesses and the arts because we got some really cool vendors coming. You know, like, I mean, there's going to be some off-the-wall shit to buy.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, we got these guys, Trader Bears, like, they have so much crazy shit. Like, I could spend half an hour telling you the shit that's in there, but it's everything from, this is the funniest thing I've ever seen, to what the fuck is that, to like, you know, haunted stockings. Like, it's crazy. Like, they're all over the fucking place. They are awesome. Yeah. You know, and they're just one of the vendors that we have like that's coming. Right. So, I mean, getting to see some of the merch aside from the artwork and the entertainment, you know, I mean, it's going to be a full 3-day crazy pile of awesome.
Now, I'm going to push this, bro. Like, who doesn't like tattoos, you know?
Oh,
like,
yeah. I mean, honestly, even if you don't want to get tattooed, just showing up and seeing, because there's so many different styles, you know? Right. I mean, you've got everything. We've got guys coming out from Arizona to do some of the smoothest, like, Cholo-style black and grays, to guys that are just doing like hammering out like old school American traditional but flawless. Looks like it's put on you with a printer. You know, yeah.
Dude,
I mean,
I really like shit like that.
Yeah, I mean,
like heavily saturated
so much talent coming that even just walking around, and then we've got like, you know, the high hitting local shops are going to be out there. You know, so I mean, if you're just thinking about getting a tattoo later down the line, you kind of want to see what's out there. it's a really good place to look at the artwork. You know, you get to meet some of your local shops that are at the top end of their game, you know, and see what's in your local area as well as different styles, because everybody tattoos different. You know, you can have 9 people in the same shop and 9 portfolios are not going to look the same.
Right. Yeah.
You know, so you get to kind of meet just the people in the area for, you know, even future events.
Yeah.
You know, so it's definitely eye-opening up on the public side, because you get to see what good work looks like.
Oh yeah.
You know, because everybody's like, oh, that's really cool. And then when you see something that's done the right way, you're like, holy fuck.
Yeah.
Like, that's a tattoo? Where the fuck did you get that?
Yeah.
You know? Like, and, you know, so getting to expose yourself to other sides of the industry other than just what you see when you're driving down 301, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
You know, so I mean, it's definitely nice to just go out and experience it. You know, I mean, like I said, I mean, even just the stage shows, you know, if you're not interested in getting a tattoo, you can spend hours there just exploring other stuff, seeing things happen.
Right.
You know, I mean, it's going to be an event for everyone. You know,
And
so
it's affordable. I saw the prices.
yeah, no, we got
affordable,
you know, we got the $45 weekend pass, you know, $20 a day,
Can't beat
you
that.
know, and then we got a Saturday, Sunday available on the, if you go to the Eventbrite for the online ticketing, like, so if you go to the website and go to the ticketing, there's a bunch of different options there. We've actually got the merch online early too.
Damn.
So you can
Gotta
like,
know.
you can reserve your shirts beforehand, so this way we don't sell out.
Yeah.
And with the names that are coming, like that, those are big names coming in, and it's like that's affordable. Most of these cons be charging like $100, $200 just to come. It's like
Yeah, no, and the good part is like there's not a, you know, like a introduction fee, you know, or they have like you got a paid meet and greet. Like you can just walk up and be like, Kyle, you're fucking awesome. Can I shake your hand? He'll be like, fuck yeah, dude.
Yeah.
Picture time.
There you go.
And, you know what I mean? Like we're all just down to earth people. You know, it's not like, you know, some of the other events where, you know, you're like, oh, well, you know, they're so and so, I can see them on the other side of the thing. Like you can walk up, look through his stuff, say hi. You know, I mean, like everybody's there. We're just down to have fun. We just want to hang out
That's
and
what's up.
show off what
Sounds
we
like
can
a
do.
great time.
Oh, it is. It is. It's going to be an amazing time. And I'm looking forward to seeing everybody out there, you know, and for me, the best part is it's like getting to see the reactions from people who've never seen anything like this.
Yeah.
You know, and especially at the level we're bringing it. Like this isn't, you know, like these are world-class entertainers. I mean, they're at the top of their game. You know, I mean, the acts are performed with, you know, just a level of enthusiasm and precision that you're not going to see anywhere else.
Yeah.
You know, so getting to see people and they're like, the fuck did he just do? No, with his fucking eyeballs?
Yeah.
You know, you're just gonna feel like that shit happened right here in front of me.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm like, I mean, I definitely want people to come and see the act. I'm not gonna try and give it all away, but there's some stuff that's gonna go down where I can just like when the audience is like, the fuck? Yeah, like that's the moment of joy for me.
Yeah.
Because I get to be like, yep, you're welcome.
Yep.
I can't wait to capture that moment on film.
Oh, yo, it's gonna be great. I mean, and like I said, all the performers are performing every day, you know, and then Saturday they're all performing twice, except for the burlesque. That's an evening event, you know. So I mean, if you're getting tattooed and you miss the first round, they're gonna be back up on the stage later in the evening. So everybody has the opportunity to see everything and still do what they want to do. You know, I really try to gear it towards, you know, having the public not be able to be interactive the whole time. You know, instead of having dead time on the stage. Like every hour something's happening.
Yeah.
You know, so this way you can keep the momentum going. I want people to be excited. I want people to like, you know, be able to explore the whole event and not miss anything.
Yeah.
You know?
I want to talk about your tattoos. Which one hurt the worst? Like, what's your opinion of, I guess, the worst spot on?
Honestly, my fucking toes, bro.
You got your
Whoa.
toes tatted?
Fuck yeah, dude. Yeah.
Drain the dog.
Heavy metal, motherfucker.
Yeah.
Gosh.
I'm
Damn.
I'm messing your shit up, my bad.
No, you're fine.
Yeah. But yeah, no, the pinky toe was insta bitch, dude. I was like, that motherfucker. I almost just had hair on my fucking foot. That shit was bad.
If it's appropriate, I wanted to ask, what was your first one?
My first one, I got a bleeding anarchy sign on my shoulder in my buddy's uncle's kitchen when I was like 13.
Oh, jeez.
Nice.
Yeah. Oh yeah. No, it's still 3D to this day. Like, he got fucked up, dude. Yeah. And the best part was like, I didn't know anything about tattoos yet.
Yeah.
You know, because I'm fucking 13.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we were trying to hide it. You know, there's little anarchy signs all over the fucking pillows and shit. I was like, man, my aunt Sue came down to do some laundry. She's like, the fuck is this? Man, I was in so much trouble. So much trouble. Oh, it was so bad.
That's funny.
Oh yeah, that ass whooping held on for a couple years. Dude. But yeah, so that's how I got busted. Fucking Downey set me up.
So, like, were you artistic your whole life, or?
I always kind of sketch stuff. I always enjoyed art, but I never finished anything. I was definitely more towards like the graffiti side of things, you know, where it's just quick, fast. It looks cool. Let me get down the road. And as I got into this, it was great because I got to see and experience more art styles because that's, having people come in and do stuff. So like I never really experimented with any of the stuff that I'm working with on a daily basis now.
Yeah.
And it's just been a growth experience of seeing other things and then mechanically breaking it down. And now I've incorporated, because like for my style, I really like doing like realism graffiti combos with like geometric overlays. I'm just taking like 9 different things and mashing them together, and it fucking looks awesome. Like I love it.
Yeah.
But it's so funny because I look at, like 15 years ago, I would never would have done anything like that. I started very traditional, like neo-trad kind of stuff. And I've grown into more of a realism graffiti combo now, and I really enjoy it. High color or black and gray, like either one, like I really just enjoy incorporating different aspects of art. So I've become more artistic as the years go by because, I get to see new shit and I'm like, that's fucking rad. Yeah. And I try to like incorporate little bits of it, and then it's just like, so if you look at it's just this morph of different shit throughout my career. As you can tell, like different artistic values come in and out, but so I mean, honestly, like I never thought I'd be able to execute some of the stuff that I can now because like just my vision has expanded so much with so many different tools in there now.
Right.
Yeah.
So it's like I don't even know what the fuck I'm gonna be doing in 5 years. Like I try to expand every year, so it's a constant thing of exploring the world, seeing what I like, and incorporating it back at home.
How is the technology?
Oh, it's fucking rad, man. Dude, like when I first started, it was like a 10-pound metal block that was hooked up to a car battery, basically. It was some fucking hood rat shit. And then then just started working more on the machines and then getting into it. But now we've got like these digital pens that are all battery operated. Like I don't have cords anymore. Like I can fit my whole setup in this tiny little fuck suitcase. It is sweet. Yeah. Before I'd be like, well, I need 3 rolling toolboxes to keep shit on the road with me. And then, I mean, the quality of inks has gone up. Like corporate money has been a blessing and a curse for the industry because there's so many projects that are available to people that probably shouldn't do them. So you definitely have a lot more of, the side hustle game. That, I have a separate portfolio just for cover-ups. Yeah, like it's like that probably makes up about 1/3 of my book. It's just unfucking other shit. Which that is a blessing and a curse in and of itself. Yeah. But the materials I have now, like the colors that'll hold, 10 years ago didn't exist. So as corporate has come in and funneled money into R&D, and we've got some really good like product lines that have come out that like the tattoos that I can do and they will hold weren't possible 15 years ago. So it's cool to see the industry evolve because now you've got some of these like crazy artists like that are transferring from like realism oils and all that stuff into tattooing because the materials match.
Yeah. Right.
Which is great. It's horrible for me because I'm like, I can't touch that. I'm like, this motherfucker just sat down with a Crayola and made a fucking family portrait.
Get the fuck out of my face.
Right. I'm like, man, I thought I was cool until you showed up.
Now I feel like a piece of shit.
Although it is kind of cool because when I compete again, when I win, I'm like, okay, I feel good about myself.
Okay, I'm really him. I'm really him.
Yeah, so I mean, like that's always been like a really cool motivation is to like try and beat the best.
Yeah.
So and as the years progress, just everything keeps getting better and better. Like I work with Axis Rotary, and I love their equipment. It is just bulletproof. Like the consistency is always there. So anytime I pick up that machine, I know exactly what it's going to do. So I mean that's definitely a benefit of the technology increase.
Right.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
So, and which is kind of neat though because as we've been able to accomplish more stuff, the clients are becoming more imaginative. Yeah. Because I mean, there's definitely some people walking in and be like, I saw this on the interweb and I want that exactly like that. Can you do that just like that? I'm like, yeah, I can do it just like that. And then you have other ones that are like, dude, I saw these 19 crazy fucking tattoos on Google. Can you do something with all these different elements? I'm like, fuck yeah. I'm like, throw all the horse shit at me. Let's see what we can make. I love just, people are having access to cooler styles of shit, so to speak. I mean, everybody's taste is different, but just the execution and different ways to do things, people are expanding their vision for their own tattoos.
Right.
So it's just like a constant up jump every year.
That's lit.
Yeah.
So you had someone come in there and say, do you do freestyles? Like someone come in there and, hey, can you just do whatever?
Oh yeah. No, I mean, I love that kind of stuff. I thrive on chaos.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, I'm like, it doesn't bother me a bit. But it's just, sometimes like if people just like one thing I hate, I'm like, I want a tattoo. I'm like, cool, what do you want? I don't know.
Yeah.
And I'm like,
Yeah,
Well,
idea.
don't ask me what the fuck to do. I'm like, you may not like. It depends on what mood I'm in. I'm like, all right, we got Freddy Krueger riding a fucking unicorn. I'm like, the fuck, I mean, I'm like, they're like, well, I don't know, give me whatever you want. I'm like, well, I'm feeling a squirrel in a biplane today. What do you know? And they're like, well, I don't want that. And I'm like, well, at least we got one off the fucking checklist of a bajillion things I could possibly put on you. Yeah, if somebody's out there and wants it, you fucking call me. I'll do that shit in a heartbeat.
That's it.
Yeah, with jazz hands too, but like knives. Have some fucking fun with it.
Zesty Freddy Krueger.
Yeah. Oh yeah. My jazz hands are deadly, bitch.
They're painted and shit.
Hey, talk about detail.
Oh my god.
Yeah, someone needs to get that tattooed on.
Nah, that's great.
Oh yeah. Oh fuck yeah. Jazz hands Freddy Krueger riding a unicorn into like the apocalypse.
Yeah.
It's like the 4 horsemen of the apocalypse and then one's a little off.
God. What's your worst client? I know you had some bad stuff come in.
In terms as like a human being or like
their they came in here and they were just like, I guess, what's the worst person they had in there?
Oh shoot. I mean, that's a hard one. It's like, I've been doing this a long time, so I've had to deal with like a zesty part of assholes. Yeah, like there's some people I'm like, God, fuck, somebody should have drowned you a year ago.
For
why
real.
are you even here? I think the worst client I ever had, and like, hopefully they don't watch this because they're in the area. Okay, now this was years ago. Came in, get his son's name, down his home floor, and I was like, all right, cool. And we do this, I mean, it's a fucking giant, like you're not getting covering this shit.
Yeah.
Okay. And then it comes back like 2 days later, it's like, man, you misspelled my son's name. And I'm like, the fuck I did. So, and I was like, I put down, he was like, I didn't write that down. I was like, I got the fucking note right here. I made you write it on the release form, homie. And I'm like, and he was like, I didn't fucking do that. And we ended up getting a fist fight in the fucking lobby.
Yeah.
Some down the road.
Damn,
And then it goes on with like his whole fucking family like 3 hours later. And it's just Royal Rumble up in this motherfucker. And when it's all done, it's like his wife comes in, she's like, I'm like, here's the fucking paper. And so there was a little retribution on that because she whooped the fuck out of that dude all the way out the door. You piece of shit, motherfucker.
Oh my god.
Yeah, so that was probably one of the biggest pieces of drama I've ever had. But I mean, other than that, I just like to do every artist a favor. Like if you're coming in and we're gonna be close to each other, because I'll be like, for 4 fucking hours, wash your asshole, man. Like don't come in smelling like shit. You get some, and I'll tell you what, the worst one are the women. Like them bitches will come in like straight out the fucking gym in yoga pants, and I'm like, oh fuck, come on, Molly Rotten Crotch, just deal with it.
Yeah. Showers required at this
shower,
establishment.
man. I'm like, we're gonna be all up in each other for like fucking 4 hours,
Right.
So I guess like the hygiene people are the ones where I'm like.
Yeah, safety.
Yeah, but you fucking knew you were coming here, right? Like, I know you know this because you made an appointment 2 months ago. Like,
Yeah.
like this should have been, like, Google should have hit you up an hour beforehand, but like, boom, go home, shower. That's what we need AI for. Have you washed your balls today?
Put that in the calendar every day.
Yeah, right? I got 3 alarms on my phone.
They're all to wash my ass.
Yeah. It's like, I hit the snooze button too many times. Got to skip and brush my teeth today.
You as an artist, I know you be drawing. How do you feel about AI taking over this drawing stuff?
I mean, that's a mixed bag. I mean, I can appreciate it because it allows us to reference things very quickly. So if somebody comes up with an idea, like, I'd be like, all right, cool. So what I would do is I would take it out, sketch it out, try and get my overlay. And there were so many different things of positioning and like, okay, what do I want to use here? What do I want to put here? How am I going to stretch this out? And just working 6 days a week doing art. Sometimes you hit a block, where you're like, fuck, man, like I'm just kind of stuck in this rut. I'm thinking the same thing all the time. It's hard to tailor it so everything's different. So the AI jump, and I'd be like, all right, cool. I could just type in a quick reference. It'll give me like 4 or 5 pictures of something similar to what I was thinking. And sometimes you get mused out of it. You're like, oh, fuck, I didn't even think about something like that. All right, cool. So it gives you a lot of reference material very fast. And I mean, some of the images are very fucking cool. But the problem is I've seen a lot of people like AI eventually ends up all looking the same. And once it references itself so many times, every image is very similar. So I see a lot of people doing the same image with just a different color tone, you know? So I mean, it's good and it's bad at the same time. You know, if you use it as a tool and not, this is what I'm gonna do, I think it's great. There's a lot of people that are just generating AI images and trying to replicate them.
Yeah.
And they're starting to look all the same. So that's the only downside I see to it.
Right.
Yeah, AI is being a little crazy nowadays. I mean, I ain't gonna lie, I use it some my cover art sometimes, you know.
Oh yeah, I mean, no, I mean it is a great tool. You know, I mean it's like far as our festival. I mean it's very AI art's very popular. So I use like the image on our festival is an AI image that we altered, you know, several times over and layered it out with different stuff, you know, to create that base image. But 90% of that's AI that we altered to get the image we wanted. You know, so I mean, it's very aesthetically pleasing. It's what people like now. So that's why we decided to go that route instead of the traditional hand-drawn logos. You know, because I think people respond more to it because it is so prevalent now. You know, so that was a decision that we didn't make lightly. But I just, for branding as it is now, like people like that style, you know, and I want something that's going to be relevant and that people are like, oh, fuck yeah, that looks awesome. You know, each year it's going to be a different image, but we're still going to stick with that, you know, summertime feel because, I mean, it is the Cruel Summer Festival. So, I mean, I love it. We're going to run with it.
Okay.
You know, but even for like some of that stuff, like the AI is unfortunately necessary at this point because it's become so just immediately embedded in society, you know?
Yeah.
No, for sure. Makes things like 10 times quicker.
It's pretty much everything now.
Yeah, the only thing that sucks is when people just use it for everything and they stop thinking, you know? Like, you know, I'm gonna be like, oh, okay, all right, thanks for the chat GPT, bro. Have a nice day.
I'll see you later, dude.
Yeah.
Those are people that argue with brick walls, dude. It's cool.
Oh, it's fun to watch.
Yeah, it is fun to watch, but if you stay around it too long, you start getting sucked in. It's like, oh shit, I can't get out.
Went down the rabbit hole, dumb. Fuck.
Start talking to radios
That's
and
how
shit.
you misspell your name.
Hey, how long it take you to do this?
Right now, up to about here, I got about 9 hours. So I had a bunch of like tribal stuff from back in the day that was really cool then, and I just hated it now. But it was just too dark to cover anything. So I'm going to do this, and then they have like white layovers that you can do. So if you take two different styles of ink and run them, it'll heal like a light gray. I mean, it doesn't stay white. You know, you see a lot of stuff online. That's all fresh. It don't heal that way. But it's still a noticeable change. So I'm eventually going to do some like traditional stuff, pay homage to where I came from. You know.
Okay.
Jeez, I know that. This John, I know that. Ooh.
I tell you what, honestly, like it's a little bit more brutal, but since it's nonstop, it's easier to zone into. Like for me, the start and stop is always the part that I hate the most. So that was just like, fuck you, and you're like, oh. You know. So it's a weird mix.
Yeah, jeez. I remember like seeing like videos of like the Asian tribes and how they did tattoos.
Oh
like,
yeah.
like it hit like the hem.
Oh yeah. No, I mean that's still prevalent here too. I mean there's people who specialize in everything from like you've got like, you know, the old school like Maori, like the hand taps, and then you've got some where they've got like this big bamboo shoot and they're just it's crazy, look like you're throwing a spear, but the tattoo comes out beautiful. It's such an amazing talent. And then I mean there's actually a show down in Florida where it's, you know, 90% tap in stuff. They bring people from all over the world.
Oh,
so
shit.
yeah, it's like it's right there like on the Panhandle side, like Panama City area, like it's fucking cool to watch. Yeah, there's a little like, I mean, it's always something I wanted to do. Like I've got a few hand pokes that were just us doing dumb shit, and man, they look like trash. I was just like, hey, we're bored. You know, but yeah, no, people who do it correctly, it's an amazing talent. Something I recommend anybody go see. I know I want to get one before I, you know, go on the other side there.
Yeah.
That is something I want to do too.
Yeah, just for the, I mean, not just for the novelty. I mean, like I mean, it's just something that's so much more, I guess, like intimate. You know, it's like this is something that, you know, it's gonna be a long time. You know, it's a little bit different experience. You know, it's very for a lot of them, it's very, you know, emotional and, you know, spiritual because the process that goes with it. It's not all just, you know, tapping the tattoos. There's a lot of ceremonies that go along with it. It's a whole rabbit hole. I suggest you check out because there's so many different cultures that do it different ways. It's so awesome to watch.
I saw something on Vice about it, I think.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, not too long ago.
Yeah, no, they do some really cool stuff.
Yeah.
If you ever had the chance to host a show, like a TV show likewise, would you do it like a tattoo?
I don't know, man. Like I said, like I've never been like a camera guy. I've never been like, hey, look at me. You know, I just like, you know, like being the most known unknown. You know, it's like I'm friends with like everybody that everybody knows from television, but I've never really done it.
Yeah.
You know, because I don't know. It's just there's just something about it that never really was attractive to me on it. You know, I'm like I just want to get better at what I do. You know, but like now they're moving forward. Like it might be something. Depends on what the show is. You know, like I don't want to do in the competition shows so much because I just feel that everybody has their own talents. And there's some stuff that I'm very well versed. I think I do really well on it. Yeah. But I just feel bad for some people that get off that I'm like, I know them and they're fucking amazing. So it's just like, and it would be weird because competing again, I know almost all these people. So it'd be weird, being like, oh, hey man, how's it going? I hope you fucking lose today.
I'm going to kick your fucking ass.
I don't try to root against my friends. So that's always been the thing where it's like, oh, okay, well, we'll hang out after this, you fucking loser.
Yes. Get the fuck out of my face.
Yeah, right. Flipping couches and shit. Yeah, it's just not my bag. But if it was like a lifestyle show or something like that, where it's like, I'd love to do like a traveling thing, be like, hey, check this guy out, more of a promotional, like, lift your people up type of deal. I'd be all about it. Yeah.
Sounds like a village tattoo YouTube channel would be something you could do.
That's not a bad name either.
It's not a bad idea.
Welcome to Village Tube.
There you go, dude. That goes pretty hard, dude.
I'm HuckleBerry. Welcome to Jackass.
From the outside looking in, bro, I feel like you have the entrepreneur type of energy, like for you to be.
I appreciate the compliment. Yeah, sure, I definitely. My wife hates it. Yeah. She's like, oh, you need to calm the fuck down. I'm like, no, seize the day. She'll just sit there looking at me like, more. I love her to death though. She's a sweetheart. Yeah. She's put up with a lot of shit from me over the years, and she's very much one of the big reasons that I've made it as far as I have.
Hey, that's awesome.
Hey, she keeps my ass in line.
Miss Huck.
Yeah. I love you, baby. But no, she's definitely a huge part of how I've managed to become where I'm at. Yeah. Because definitely, like, I'll spin out quick. I'll be like, I'm fucking like mad rabbit squirrel fucking thing. I'll be like, what's over here? Squirrel. Yeah, no, I cannot get left unattended. I'll be like, hey, what are you doing? Is that a fucking roulette table? I'll be back.
I don't have my battle buddy.
Yeah, no, I side quest easily, very easy. I'll be like, this is a lot of what's over there. Neon lights are the doom friend. Like I'd be like, it's shiny, and I just want to go. But she's like, get back here, mister.
Don't get lost in the sauce.
No, I will fucking get out there quick. Not like in a bad way. We're like, let's start a riot. I'll just be like, I want to do everything.
Do everything possible.
I'll be like, I know we're in a town with a million things to do, but I want to do them all by midnight. Yeah.
And if we don't, we have a bad day.
I can't play laser tag with a drink in my hand while going down a zip line. Like, fuck it.
This is America, bro.
Yeah, right. Like, what's all this fucking freedom worth if I can't do 9 things at once?
Yeah. Right. For real.
Like, even like when we do like our personal parties and stuff, like I just go over the top. Yeah.
Hey, sometimes everyone needs that energy around them for real.
Oh yeah, no, it's a good time. Like one time, like we had this is why I shouldn't have a fucking Amazon account. So we did a big party and our buddy brought over like a little inflatable movie screen for the kids' movies. And now I have a 24-foot one. And like a whole fucking projector system, a PA. Like I built an outdoor fucking movie theater that I could fit in little tubs. And it was there within 72 hours. Fucking Amazon Prime. All right, but that motherfucker. It was so much fun. So now we'll just be like, I'm sure the people who live around us hate it, Yeah. Like it'll be 9 o'clock at night and we'll be like, hey, let's start karaoke on this giant fucking. You can hear us 3 blocks over. 4 will be like, don't stop believing. I like how you were like in my fucking mind on that.
Dude,
like you didn't even pick up on it. Like we just immediately went there.
That shit was electric, bro.
Hey, the fucking ginger chins unite, bro. That's what I'm talking about.
Do you see in this bitch?
Yeah, no, it's a good time, man. At least our neighbors, like we all party together, we're not offensive to too many people. There's a couple people.
Just passerbyers.
There's a couple people that are like, fuck those guys.
These guys,
they never should have given you motherfuckers money.
You're in the wrong class.
Yeah. Right? Oh, it's great too because it's all like nice people around me. I'm out there with my dogs, no shirt. They're like. Like when did American History X move in? What the fuck is going on over here? Oh yeah, no. How you doing? My little dog's just barking like a motherfucker. She's a fucking crackhead. I love that dog.
Oh my
But
God.
yeah, so it's just the most obscene scene you would ever expect. Like everything's really well manicured. Like I take care of my shit.
Yeah.
But I'm still out there, you know, just tattooed as fuck, fat tight guy, just in his lawn, watching my dog take a shit.
Just chilling.
Everybody's out there like pruning their stuff and making it look pretty, you know, like, oh look, you know, this is a high-end neighborhood. I'm like, not now.
Not at the time my dog has to take a shit.
Yeah, right.
man.
No, it's great. We got Joe, one of the guys sponsoring the pinup contest for us. He's my neighbor. He's the one I bought the house from, and he is a riot, man. So we've just like his backyard has become the party spot, and then we actually like our other friend on like 2 houses up built a tiki bar in their backyard.
Oh shit.
So it's just like 4 people running back and forth from like house bar to house bar every Sunday.
It's like all the like childhood friends grew up together. And, like,
Yeah,
live in
no,
the
like
same
it's
neighborhood.
great. Like our neighborhood is like a nice little like friend zone. So like
That's awesome.
yeah, so it's like a whole bunch of people that are at the same level of dysfunction live like right next to each other,
Sick.
and it's great for us.
Yeah.
It's great for us. Everybody outside that circle of dysfunction is like, oh,
He's fucking
tired of this guy. You know?
These guys again.
Yeah, right. We're like, where the fuck did they even get fireworks? It's Tuesdays. You know? Yeah, it's a good time.
Yeah.
In February.
No, yeah.
Middle of the winter.
Yeah, Phantom Fireworks open 365 days a year, homie. You're getting it.
That's funny as shit. Yeah, you mentioned you was in a lot of competitions. What was your first one happen?
I think my first award I got for a back piece I did in 2011 at Inkfest. There was a 1-year show they did here in was it the Nationals Park? I don't know. It was a long time ago. I was really drunk back then, so it's hard to remember all the details. That was the first one I ever won. It was pretty cool. You know, I was amazed that I pulled out. It was like second place for a back piece. Yeah. And then it was probably like until like 2013 somewhere, and I started placing trophies again. Yeah. And then every year since then, I consistently, because I find something I want to compete in. Yeah. You know, and I'll be like, I want to try and do something for the traditional category. So, you know, when I get to the show, I'll mark it down. I'll be like, hey, who wants this? Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? And it's fun. And as I've gotten into more like the portraiture, the realism contests and stuff like that, it's cool because focusing on that is like it keeps me on my game, because I'm like, I need to get it to look like this. Yeah. And then once I get it, that's just the way it is. Like I can repeat it, you know. So competing as much as I have has really helped me hone my skills, because I know it's got to be, you know, bulletproof when I can put it up there, you know.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So that like, did you was just doing so good one day, and you was like, I'm just gonna do competitions, or someone pushed you to like, you should do this?
It was it was a little bit of both. Like I really wanted to, just because. For me, I'm very self-critical. I want to know where I measure in. You know what I mean? So the best way to get outside input is to put something out there where it's getting judged harsh.
Yeah.
You know, sure. And I mean, for the pieces that I lost with over the years, I always would go up and be like, hey, can I ask you a question? Where did I go wrong on this? And what do you see that's positive about it? Like, give me some real feedback. Mm-hmm. You know, and that helped me adjust a lot. Yeah. You know, so that I was doing better work on a higher caliber.
Yeah, that's good that you was like that. A lot of people can't take criticism like that, especially
trust
on
me.
A tattoo.
Oh yeah, no, there's some sensitive motherfuckers in this industry. Oh yeah, no, especially now with like the younger kids, and like they're like, oh, my anxiety, man. And I'm like, oh, this is a bad job for you. I'm like, oh, I have anxiety issues. Yeah, cool. Let's do a job where it's like taking a fucking test 8 hours a day. You know, and if you get it wrong, somebody's really fucking mad at you.
For the rest of their life.
This is a great career for you. You know, I mean, everybody's got their own little thing. You know, I mean, there's some, you know, I mean, not to take away from anybody's issues or anything like that, you know, but there's definitely a lot of stress involved in a job that people don't see.
Yeah.
You know, because I mean, and even behind the scenes, I mean, like, especially like artists are very critical about what we're going to show the client. Mm-hmm. You know, at least most of us are. Mm-hmm. You know, but yeah, so I mean, it's definitely a lot of pressure. You know, you never know if somebody's going to like it. You know, and when you prep for something, I mean, sometimes like some of these drawings, I'll be working on them for, you know, 6 to 8 hours over a period of 2 months, you know, in between stuff here and there. So there's a lot of time invested in this. You know, you figure I'm doing 2 tattoos a day at 4 hours a clip for, you know, 6 days a week. Mm-hmm. You know, I don't have a lot of time to just sit around and draw stuff. So it's very nerve-wracking, you know, at times. And then especially when you try newer things or you're trying to progress, you know, just holding your nerves in place and just being easy with the job and just having a good time with it, very hard, especially as a younger artist. Like now, I don't give a fuck. Throw me in front of 5,000 people, I'm still gonna jam out some cool shit.
Yeah.
But I've been doing it so long, you know. Like some of the younger guys, they're like, oh fuck, there's people watching.
Yeah.
You know, I'm like, it's nerve wracking.
Yeah, I bet.
Yeah, so people who don't have the ability to deal with nervous shit, like, it may not be the best choice for you.
But it sounds like the best ones are the ones that can thrive under that pressure.
Yeah. I mean, and that's one of the best things that ever came out of like starting conventions so early in my career. Is it's just exposure, you know, to chaos. I mean, you'll have, you know, especially like some of these larger conventions, you got 900 artist booths, you know, 20,000 people walking through the door all weekend long, you know, and it's just chaos. It's all, you get hundreds of people past your booth every hour just judging what the fuck you're doing. Because, I mean, you're in a 10 by 10 space, so somebody's literally like, yeah, and then you got the magazines coming through, taking photos and stuff. So, I mean, it's very high pressure. And it can also be very intimidating. So getting into that so early was a great start for me because now nothing phases me. Yeah, you can set off a flashbang in the booth next to me. I'm like, knock it the fuck off!
I gotta finish this shit.
There's people working over here. You know, so there were other people like, you know, like with that much noise and static, you know, they falter on stuff that they're good at everywhere else, you know, so.
Yeah. What's your proudest piece?
Oh, man. I would have to say, honestly, like one of my favorite pieces I get to do is a leg sleeve for one of the guys I know, and it's a memorial to his grandmother. So we did a bunch of, like, she was obsessed with Elvis, you know, so we did a bunch of Elvis portraits, but then we incorporated some of her portraits as well. So it's kind of like this evolution of his grandmother and her love of Elvis, like all the way up.
I saw that on your
Instagram. So it's like you've got a portrait of her from like back in, you know, the 60s as to a portrait of her like right before she passed, and there's just so many different elements, and then like you got some of her favorite song lyrics pushed in there, you know. I mean, it's,
I like how real it looks.
yeah,
like,
and I just love it, but it flowed seamlessly. Like when you see it in person, like I'm a fucking horrible photographer. I like, seriously, like my pictures look like trash compared to what it is in the real world. So like when you see it in person, it's just this seamless fucking transition from image to image, and I mean, she is captured 100%. You know, I mean, even like you could just feel the emotion in her eyes through the tattoo.
Right.
You know, so that was something that like I really enjoyed doing. You know,
If I were to cover my whole body, I'd do it in that style of tattoo.
yeah, no, I think it's great, you know, because I mean, it's just such a smooth transition, but it's just, each little piece kind of showcases a different part of her life.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah, that's lit that you did that for sure. What's your most expensive piece?
Ooh. I think, I mean, that's a hard one because, like, I have a gentleman that, you know, we're working on a bodysuit.
Yeah.
You know, so, yeah, like, we finished both of his legs already. His sleeves are finished out. We've done his whole chest panel, like from, like, neck to navel.
Yeah.
And then we're going to be moving on to his back. So, I mean, he's probably at the end going to be my most expensive client. I think right now the biggest vendor I've had is somebody, she spent about $20,000 on a piece that went from her ankle up to her shoulder. Yeah, so it's like a back piece and a leg piece. I mean, super intricate, a lot of time for, because all the geometric patterns are in the background to these pieces. So I mean, it was just endless tedium of just crisp, clean lines all the way through. So it chewed a lot of clock, and that's what caused it to be so expensive.
Yeah.
But it's absolutely gorgeous. I can't wait. We probably got about like 4 more sessions and then it's done.
Okay.
Yeah, so I'm like, once that's finished out, I'm like, I want to be there.
Yeah, that's lit. Damn. How do you be feeling about people going to sleep? I seen like they go.
Oh, the sedation stuff?
Yeah.
Man, I mean, that's a whole bag of worms there. I mean, I guess if you got the money for it, man, more power to you.
Yeah.
But I mean, for me personally, I don't even use like any of the numbing gels or agents or anything like that.
Right.
I'm like, you know, I've come from the age of you got to earn it. You know, that's what makes them. When you see somebody with a huge piece, you're like, wow, that dude sat through a lot of shit to get that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's kind of a badge of honor that you get to wear. You know, so I definitely think it takes that side of it out. It's just like getting your car painted, but permanently. You know, like. And God knows how bad it must feel when you wake up from that shit.
Oh my.
You know, you got 3 dudes just hammering the shit out of your back for fucking 12 hours. You wake up and you're like, oh, now I got to heal this. You know, so, I mean, I definitely think it's a little bit of cheating. Yeah. But, you know, if you can do it, I mean, I know every year I get older, shit seems to hurt more and more. I'm like, this is not cool.
Like shit. I hope when I get a little something, you know. I heard the elbow.
Actually, I mean, this is what everybody says. I think it doesn't feel as bad as everybody thinks it does, but it swells like a motherfucker. Yeah, I call it the swellbo. It'll look like you got a golf ball under that bitch. Mine looked like it was like the way it all folded out when we got here. It looked like a sad, happy face when I straightened my arm. It was like, so, it was interesting.
I know, like right in the armpit hurts.
Yeah, that's not pleasant. I mean, my buddy, like Harold, the gentleman I'm doing a bodysuit on, we just did his armpit like 2-3 weeks ago, and he sat through it like a G, man. Like nothing phased him. And I mean, this man's in his late 60s too. Like, I mean, he's a beast.
Yeah, bro got it.
Yeah, he'll come in, he'll be like, I want 4 hours a week. So so we do a session every week from like November until like the end of April.
Jeez.
Yeah, and he just sits there and eats it, man. Like he's a monster.
Yeah.
God bless you, Harold.
Salute to you.
Oh yeah, no, he's a fucking G.
Shout out Harold.
Yeah, shout out.
Shout out Harold. Harold barely knows how to use the phone. I'm 100% sure he isn't going to see this. So I'll have to play it for him in a shop. Be like, hey, I mentioned you something.
Yeah, it's funny. Hey, yeah, who you look up to? Like who got?
Yeah, I mean, honestly, like nowadays, it's evolved. But I know, like when I first started, like I really like Brandon Bond, an amazing artist. And he was doing stuff back in the day that was like, you know, nobody'd seen anything like it. So I really tried to emulate that style as much as I could growing in. And then just something like the old heads, man. Like I love, you know, I mean, they may not be like what you would consider to be like the best artists, but these are people that have just paved the way. So I mean, everything like Jack Rudy, rest his soul, you know. They were just, you know, the kings of the 90s, like Gil Monty, you know, like, I mean, some of these guys are just, you know, just all over the industry as being, you know, kind of the face of it, you know, and just living the old school lifestyle. I mean, shit was rough back in the day, you know, it was hatchets and tack hammers, you know, yeah, like, you know, so I mean, there's some gangsters that made this industry what it is, you know, and there's still a bunch of them around, you know, so it's nice to get to see them when I'm out there, you know. And then you got like Philadelphia Eddie back in the day. Like he was a trip, man. Like he was amazing, and he just kind of became this stable. Like he was the East Coast Tattoo, you know. Like if you didn't see one of his pieces, like I got one of his acetates done by Troy Temple when we were at the Worship Show in Philly this year. And it's like an old school, but the acetate stencils are like insane. That's how they used to do it. So they take plastic and they'd etch in the design. Like you know how we put a stencil on for stuff? Yeah. They didn't have that. So they would take a piece of like acetate and then like tap in the design. Then they take charcoal dust and fill it in and just and you just hope to God it doesn't go away before you can't wipe. It's literally just charcoal on the skin. Oh my. Yeah, no, they're nerve wracking as fuck to do, but I mean, like Troy killed it. I mean, he did an amazing job. Yeah, it was me and my wife's anniversary, so I got her name in there. So you know, but yeah, no, it's just stuff like that. It's just heritage that comes to it. Like those are the guys I really idolize because they made it what it is today. Yeah, you know.
Now I'm assuming you tattoo your wife.
Yes. Yes. She's a pain in the ass tattoo, but she has. Yeah. For anybody out there, don't tattoo your significant other because they will be mean as fuck to you. Yeah. She will pull out the soul knife and cut you the fuck up, dude. Like she hurts. But yeah, no, like we're doing a whole like a gangster portrait piece on her back, like her whole back piece. So it's a bunch of collages of gangsters, and we started that probably about 2 years ago. Okay. And I cannot get her to sit still to finish that goddamn tattoo.
Still to this day.
Oh yeah, no, still unfinished. I'm like, she's like, well, you need to get me in the chair again. I was like, cool, we can go shop right now. She's like, well, I didn't mean like right now.
It's like, all right.
Yeah. So she had traumatic experience for her leg piece that we did because we used one of the adhesive bandages when they first came out, and she's allergic to adhesive. We didn't realize it fucked her leg up. Yeah, I mean the tattoo was real bad. When she peeled it off, it took skin with it, so she has like a little square scar around the tattoo. Yeah, so she's super sensitive skin. So I get it. You know, like she's a little like I don't ever want to do that again. So, but we'll get there.
Oh yeah, I feel her for sure.
Yeah, we'll get there.
Jeez, man. Yeah. Shoot, like you said, you got your festival coming up. Man, I'm gonna put this link into the description on all platforms, but you know, mostly on YouTube. You can go to the description. You can see the link. It's gonna take you right to where you can buy the tickets at and the website.
Yeah, if you go to the website, I mean, there's a lot of information on there. You know, we've got our homepage. So if you just go to coolsummertattoofestival.com, you'll see it on there. But if you go click on the tab, we've got the daily schedule to the hour for like when people are performing, what's going on. The tattoo award categories are listed for which ones are being done which day. You know, if you have any questions, like we did, I would say it was a pretty extensive frequently asked questions thing. But so yeah, if you feel up to it, you know, you can go in there and browse that. So we got a lot of information in there as to like what you can and can't do, what's available. But yeah, no, I mean, location and dates, you can buy ticketing there. You know, we are selling tickets at the door, so you don't have to do pre-sale, but it is nice because you get to cut the line. You walk up, be like, bloop, bloop, and roll right in.
Okay. And y'all, I'm assuming y'all open every single day?
Yes. We open, it's 1 to 11 p.m. on Friday. It's 11 to 11 on Saturday, and 11 to 8 p.m. on Sunday.
All right. And Leonardtown Road, what's I mean, you go to Leonardtown Road?
Yeah, it's we're right there at the corner of 301 and 5.
Yeah.
You know, so we're right there at the main intersection. It's the JC's Event Center.
Yeah.
You won't be able to miss it. We're gonna have all the flags and banners out there the day of, but the address is on the website as well, so you can get directions right from the website.
Perfect.
Awesome.
You do your shit, bro. Like I said, you got the truck out there that has the wrap around it too. So
Yeah.
Oh yeah, Eric at Hollywood Graphics, he hooked me up with that shit. It looks awesome.
yeah, man, you see him driving on 301, take a little screenshot of it, pop out. I mean, like I said, it's gonna be in our description and all that. You have no reason not to come. Who doesn't like tattoos? You get to watch people get some crazy ass tattoos. Plus, might get your chance to get in the table too. Who wouldn't want to do that? So, sounds like a good old August. 1st of August, 1st to 3rd.
Yeah, 1st to 3rd of August.
Yeah. So, come. Other than that, shit, we had a good day.
Hell yeah, man! I appreciate it. Thank you guys for having me out. It's been a lot of fun. I can't wait to see you guys there as well as everybody else. It's gonna be a good time, and I had a blast today. So thank you for bringing me on. It was really fun.
Appreciate you. It was a great time.
Did you chance for life?
Yes, sir.
Other than that, we had Spark one, and we out.
Yes, sir.